No, I've been saying since day one that this really isn't about the cuts to NWS. It's a failure on the local level and by the state to the citizens of the Banderas, Guadalupe rivers up there in Kerr County. Check this out.
On the timeline on Friday morning, where an Ingram volunteer fire department commander asked the Kerr County Sheriff dispatcher for the code red to be issued. The dispatcher says, I can't, I have to get a supervisor's approval for that. Almost 6 hours passes until 10 o'clock, when 10:04, when the code red is issued. How do you account for that lapse of time? What happened and what could have happened in that time?
As I said earlier, with every significant event, we're going, with every emergency, we're going to have to, there's going to be an after action. Please, y'all, listen to those words, after action, okay? Those questions are going to be answered. I believe those questions need to be answered to the family of the missed loved ones, to the public, to the people that put me in this office. Those need to be, and I want that answer, and we're going to get that answer. And I know that's going to be asked over and over. Please understand that. We're not running. We're not going to hide from everything. That's going to be checked into at a later time. I wish I could tell you that time. I don't know that.
Yeah, you heard that correctly. Apparently there is a code red system that was installed in Kerr County back in 2009. They paid $25,000 a year for this third-party alert system. Former IT director John David Trollinger is the one who's coming forward saying, look, here are the tapes. I was calling as of at least 4 a.m. saying, yo, this is a red alert. Why isn't there a red alert yet? And he was told, well, we have to get a supervisor approval. Turns out that back when he was still working for the county, the sheriff was the supervisor approval. When this guy called back again, he was again told, no, we have to wait for supervisor approval. And this was after he said, look, can we at least get a warning out to Hunt area? That's where Camp Mystic is. That's where all of these little girls were being swept away. This is the area where families were camping in their RVs for the holiday weekend. So I understand the sheriff's position that, we'll have a time of reflection after everything has been handled. But the reality is this recovery process that's now we're moving into the phase of could take months, if not longer. And part of that grieving process is answering these tough questions.